And we are back with another episode of Whitty Reviews, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. on the Chateau de Mars Hill Network. I am your host, Steve Whitmer, a.k.a. Slick Whitty, a.k.a. the Baron of Banville, also a.k.a. Baba Yaga of Central Indiana. So, good to have everybody back. It's going to be a wild show, probably a quick one. I'm not exactly sure, but you know what? We're still going to get the job done because that's what your old pal Woody does. Even on the quickie one, still getting it done. Yeah. Anyway, what happened? A lot of stuff to talk about. First things first, what happened yesterday at 9 o'clock? Yeah, 9 o'clock a.m. Mike Braun, governor of Indiana, decided, hey, we're going to call a special session. We are going to be talking about redistricting and conforming Indiana's tax code with new federal tax provisions to ensure stability and certainty for taxpayers and tax preparer for next year's filings. Now, this all has to do with the one big, beautiful bill. I don't know what the hell they're talking about with all these tax provisions everybody keeps asking me about, and I'm here to tell you I have no idea, and I'm not even going to pretend to know as well. But all I do know is that it is a content machine right now, and I've been hooked up to my laptop. Basically, I've just been hitting refresh for the last 2 days, finding out what is going on. Now, I know all of the Democrats are freaking out. We're going to see the aftermath on some of this stuff because it is mighty entertaining. I'm going to show up all the highlights of some of the people on there, and you guys are going to get a kick out of some of it. I can guarantee you that. So whatever your thoughts are on it, you know, I'm coming for the blood. I am coming for some throat slitting. I want Democrats to be done. Listen, I live in the left armpit of Indiana, known as the state capital of Indianapolis, and I hate this place. I despise every elected official in Indianapolis. I cannot stand them. And so, you know, if we start cutting off the legs of Democrats, and let's do it. I mean, Democrats are doing it right now, so screw them. All right, so what else happened? So what after that happened, the first thing I thought of was, hey, Braun's calling for a special session. I'm sure Romper is going to announce for her congressional run, right? As you can see right here. This was like an hour after, a little over an hour after it was called. And what happens? Romper's making a run. Not even 24 hours after posting that, Romper says, I am announcing my run for congressional district number 1. Because I don't know what other district that she would run for. Now, the thing is, I think she is still under a ethics violation because if you remember, she stepped down to whatever appointed job that Braun gave her, basically a DEI hire. There are 2 other people that already announced they are running, and I'm sure there will be more. I'm sure Congressional District 7 is going to be loaded with Republican Republican candidates, because I'm sure they're all chomping at the bit. I don't know how much money people have, but it's going to be a very expensive, and the only people that will be winning is not the voters, not the constituents, but the political strategy groups, which we'll talk about here in a second, as usual. Now, I'll tell you what right now, I'm just going to be quickly covering a lot of stuff. Saturday, I'm going to go deep diving a little bit more, spend more time on some of the things that I'm talking about, the most important stuff. Like today, the IURC had their first day of interviews. I think they got through like 8 of them, which we're going to talk about that on Saturday. We're going to talk about something that I found out about one of the board members from Elevate. I don't even think I have it up here, but I should have it up here, but I don't. I'll just tease it for you for Saturday's show. At least give you the name of the person that I will be looking at. And we're going to probably either tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be sometime tomorrow that we actually posted on Indie Reporter that we're going to talk about it on Saturday's show. All right, we'll put that at the very last. All right, so Romper puts up for her run for congressional, that she's going to be on there. Fady, of course, says, I will fiercely fight against this political corruption. Dude, where were you when the Thomas Cook and Scarlett Andrews story came out about there possibly being corruption inside the city government? Nah. Okay. You know, when Republicans do it, it's bad. But when Democrats do it, not so much, right? Hypocrites are hypocritic as usual. No surprise there. Now, Nias Dosky, he posted something too. Hold on. Let me see if I can find him real quick. He posted something too about being against redistricting and making sure that we have Hoosier values and whatnot, which was very funny. Hold on, let me make sure I pull it up. David Niazdowski, which I follow him. He goes, yeah, here it is. He called the special session a clear partisan power grab that goes against the will of Hoosiers. I urge my colleagues to uphold our Hoosier values of fairness, justice, and civility and put people first. Okay, well, if you remember, there was an article that came out, which one is this? April 6th and April 12th, about State Senator David Niazdowski alleged sexual misconduct. Oh, man, this is pretty good. Basically, he was harassing this girl, sending her text message, even sent her a drunk voicemail. But let's play it so you guys know what's going on.
My wife.
Oh.
Look, at bottom line, I'm going to shut my ass up. During those minutes of time that are so minuscule, you better damn well be able to say that you love someone. I love you. I love you in all the right ways. And I've done things in all the right ways. And I've been human along the way. I can't fucking defend that.
Can't defend it.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't even matter.
Done it in all the right ways.
All the right ways.
And I love you. Don't leave my life.
Yeah, so damn funny, to be honest with you. You know, I think that was back in like 2017 when that happened. And obviously we have to keep the mogging going. All right. All these Democrats like Nick Roberts over here, which is actually very funny because it's actually been very white pilling of all these people that have been coming out and saying they're against redistricting, and then everybody in the comments just starts mogging the crap out of them, which has been very, very entertaining. So Nick Roberts, we can go through here real quick. You're gay. Hey, ho, ho, 9-0, let's go. It's cheating when Republicans do it, cry harder, hypocrite. Where's their concern when Democrats do it? Yep, get a like for that. So it's cheating when conservatives do it, but common sense legislation when you degenerate murderers do it? How about fuck off? Wow, you are this stupid. I love it. I'm loving it. Shut up, commie. Oh, yeah, this is great. Cry harder. Based. We want it, red guy. Yep. Boom. Who are you? God, I love it. This is so much white pilling. I can't even take it anymore. All right, so DC Drano, him and Scott Pressler have been going at it about redistricting, not against each other, but being pro redistricting, attacking all these senators. There are like 5 of them right now that are hard nosed that we know of, which we'll talk about on Saturday. I think even Greg Good. Yeah, so DC Journey goes like, you know what I've started to notice about these Indiana state senators? All the no votes for redistricting have strong ties to anti-Trump Senator Todd Young and or anti-Trumper former Governor Mitch Daniels. This isn't some principled fight. This is Rhino establishment versus the MAGA movement. And you know what? That is so true. Because Greg Good, if you guys didn't know, even according to his bio on Indiana State Republican website, it says his occupation is what? State Director for U.S. Senator Todd Young. I can't believe it. Who would have guessed, huh? That the things that we were talking about are actually there. Now, it's really good. Greg Good used to follow us. He doesn't anymore on Indie Reporter. He will be having a listening session on November 1st over in Terre Haute. And you know damn well we are going to be there. I think even Tony Katz is going to be there. So I'm hoping we're going to do some kind of tailgating. A little bit of whiskey, what? A little bit of margarita, what? Maybe a little bourbon and cigar, what? That's going to be a hell of a good time. Now, why is this important? Well, because who was the person that replaced him? Well, that would be Andrew Kosick. Andrew Kosick, as you can see, he was the state director and counsel for Todd Young right here from April 20th, 2018, from November 2022. And I don't have his up there, but trust me when I say it was back in 2023. But what happened after he took over? Well, he became part of Applied Research Institute, Wow, where have we heard that before, huh? Oh, only David Roberts, part of the Three Kings / Three Amigos. Who would have guessed? And where is ARI located? Well, I believe it's at the Crane Naval Base, if I remember right. Replayed Institute, Indiana. Where is the location? Now that I'm thinking about it, I heard it's at the Crane Research Base or Naval Base. It's in Bloomington. I don't know. We'll talk about it more because there are some more connections with Todd Young. As you can see, he's retweeting. Andrew Kosek is retweeting Todd Young about the Heartland Bioworks Tech Hub. Is proving that the Midwest can lead in next generation American innovation. Blah 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 blah. Now, Todd Young does talk about the. I believe he talks about the naval base every now and then, which is very funny. Well, what the hell is this crap? I think he even met with Heritage construction people not that long ago. Oh, there's Shreve in them. Wonderful. Which is really funny because I believe the limestone, the guy that owns limestone, his wife is a lobbyist for Heritage, if I remember right. So, of course, we're going to go a little bit deeper on this on Saturday. No big deal. All right, but of course, moving on. Here comes the hammer. Adam Wren reports. Here comes the hammer on Indiana redistricting, a new 501c4. Fair Maps Indiana, backed by 2024. Chris LaCivita, Marty Ops, Chip Angler, and John Brabababa. LaCivita hinted last week at the coming pressure campaign, saying now the real fun begins. I don't know who any of these people are, except for Matty Ops, who still follows us all of a sudden. So we posted, I would say but it's actually we posted about the connection. If you guys remember, not that long ago, I think it was maybe like a week ago, there was like we had posted about there's three strategy groups that you have to be careful of that are like basically on the no trust list. There is Limestone, Bar Communications, and MO Strategies. And that was what? October 24th. And then this comes, when was this? That was, less than a couple of days later. And so I'm like, well, this is over because Marty Ops is not a Trump guy, which is really funny because if you look up Marty Ops, which we'll talk about on Saturday, it shows that he's like a senior political director for Mike Pence. It's like not exactly a Trump guy, but from what we are hearing, the guy is basically like the standard DC douchebag, a bunch of vultures and snakes coming from the political strategy groups. Now, if Marty Ops does sound familiar, if you remember when Brad Chambers ran for governor last year, and then he lost in the primary, there were a couple of people that are going to be helping him. Now, Matt Huckabee said solo appointment. Okay, so in here, Comfover, who left last week as chairman of the Indiana Republican Party, is now campaign chairman for Chambers. He said he was leaving the party so he can be part of the Brad Chambers race. I mean, basically, it was going to be Brad Chambers versus Mike Braun. Those were going to be the two people. Suzanne Crouch, I guess you can put it in there, but, because she was lieutenant governor. But ours at that time, especially mine, I was like, Brad Chambers is a liberal. He would be worse than Holcomb, a total GDP bro. And if he got elected into the office, basically in 2028, you would have a Democrat governor because of how bad Chambers would be doing. At least with Braun, we have a chance. All right, so the several other appointments include Matt Huckabee, Marty Ops, Jennifer Hollowell, and Luke Thomas. Now, Matt Huckabee also works at MO Strategies. Marty Ops worked as president of MO Strategies. You can see Matt Huckabee, president of MO Strategies. Jennifer Hollowell, as senior communications advisor, she is the president of Hollowell Consulting. Now, who is married to Jennifer Hollowell? Kyle, Where Are the Bodies Walker. Now, so the connection of there is very easy. As you can see, Kyle Walker, executive vice president at MO Strategies. Now, for some reason, I cannot find the website for MO Strategies. Like, I had it. I don't know where it's at anymore because I wanted to put everybody on there, but because I'm in such a hurry right now, I couldn't find it. I'll have it for Saturday. We're going to go into this a little bit deeper because I want to talk about Marty Ops. there's a problem with all these political strategy groups is because they're a bunch of whores and prostitutes. And what I mean by that is they're just looking for the best bang of their reputation. Hey, how much money can I make off of this candidate? And will this give me more street cred? Because if this person wins, and that it obviously shows that we are a great political consultant and we will get more deals, we will get more work, which obviously is the game. But all these people are nothing but vultures and snakes. We saw that with the Natalie Goodwin Marion County GOP run when Limestone was helping them. You had Kate DeTurk basically being her handler the entire time. And we called it. I called it earlier in the year. And I said, you got to remember. And by the way, who does Limestone help out? Todd Young. Where does Natalie Goodwin come from? Todd Young. Suzanne Brooks. Who would have thought? All these Todd Young connections are now making sense for all of you, hopefully. But you have to remember, like, these people don't give a crap about you. All they care about is about their pockets. They will sell you down the road as long as they can go and get invited for a bourbon and cigar party. They have no moral compass. Their only goal is to get more money and be invited to be part of the group. The club, remember? The club. And as long as you are part of the club, you will get more deals as long as you're helping them out. Now, I did find this one because this was published in July of 2022. Republicas, I don't know what this is. What I ended up finding, if you look them up, they're Bosnian. Political administration entity of Bosnia and Herzegovina. No idea what this is about, by the way. I didn't have a chance to really look into it. But the authorities of Republika Srpska have received a new lobbying rep in the U.S., and the contract was concluded with the company MO Strategies, whose founder is close to the Republican Party in the U.S., reports the Balkan Research. So as stated in the contract, MO Strategies was hired to represent the interest of Republika by another American company, Becker and Polikoff, which previous contract on lobbying for RS concluded in June of 2025. Now, that it shows on here they'll be getting $10,000 a month for services from Becker and Polikoff, but only when the firm receives payment from Republika. Ops reportedly held leadership roles in Donald Trump's 2016 and 2020 presidential campaigns, and also a senior political advisor to former U.S. Vice President Mike Pence. Now, when I get a chance, I need to look to see if these people gave Pence any money. But this is just the same thing that happens all the time. And also to go back to what I was talking about, because I am such a hurry and I'm just trying to get this done. There's going to be an energy summit. And who is one of the sponsors? Energy Systems Network. Wow, who would have thought? Part of the Three Amigos again. I can't believe it. Who would have thought? All right, so speaking of redistricting, our pal, well, not my pal, but the pal of Indie Reporter, the king of the trust chart, Andrew, no bullshit, Ireland. He was on Kendall and Casey. Rob was not there, so Casey and the dude was over there interviewing Ireland. I thought this was a very good interview. I want to talk about two of the things that Ireland really stresses. Now, Ireland is much better spoken than I ever will be. I am a savage, okay? I talk in norming terms, and I'm just like, oh, there'll be like some sentence of like some basically like some poem, well written, well stated. I'm just like, oh, you mean stab him in the fucking neck? Okay, we can do that. It's like translation. We are going to cut their legs off. All right, now Casey had a good question for Andrew, but Andrew says this in a much better way than I ever would. But let's give it a listen.
It's interesting that you mentioned 40% because Indiana technically is 40% Democrat. But now with this redistricting, you want to give them zero representation.
Well, and again, if Massachusetts, Virginia, California want to find 2 Republican seats that they want to give back, I think we can have a different conversation on this. But in the meantime, no, I think that's the only way you can do it is you fight fire with fire.
Well, I mean, do we want to really be implementing things and saying, well, just because California did this or Massachusetts did this, we don't normally look to California as conservatives for ideas to implement here in the state of Indiana?
Well, you're right. I listen. I would love for California to step back from the brink and to stop what they're doing, right? But again, you cannot unilaterally disarm. Otherwise, you're just going to lose. We're just going to be a minority party in Congress forever because we're going to say, okay, Virginia, Maryland, Illinois, New York, you all can do this, and we'll just sit back and lose. Or again, you can start fighting fire with fire, and maybe they'll have second thoughts the next time they try to do this.
Bingo. Bingo. And I am so happy that there is a Republican legislator, some Republican elected official that gets it. What have I been saying for such a long time? We have to stop taking the high road. They're constantly going to beat us up, and we're going to be like, well, we don't want to be like them. This whole country is dying right now, all because there are too many cucks out there who refuse to be mean. No more high road. No, we're going to go into the trenches. Oh, you want to set the rules? All right, well, we'll go with that too. We need absolute killers in office because when the barbarian's at the door, we need to be ready to fight. You want to bring in a fire? We're going to bring in a gun. You want to bring in a bomb? We're going to bring in a nuke. You want to keep doing this? We're going to not even hurt you. We're going to kill you because that's the only way, not literally, because that is the only way to win. We have to stop being a bunch of cucks and pussies. We have to make sure that we are going at it with everything that we can because we're just going to lose. Sure, we'll keep Indiana, but that's not going to stop the federal government from bringing all these room temperature IQ rapists into the country, killing everybody. And if that's what you want, don't come out and vote, all right? Don't get mad at Republicans when Democrats go in there and they say, you know what? We're going to flood this country with a bunch of savages that want to rape and kill your children. Good call. Take your jobs. Keep wages low. Get federally assisted, state assisted food, welfare, housing, healthcare, public education, all of that. Why is everything more expensive? It wasn't just because we printed so much money. It's because the government is giving all of this stuff to all these savages, all these barbarians, and for free. Who's paying for it? Me and you. Give me 9-0. Screw it. All right. So speaking of douchebags, the Bo Bye message is fading quickly, and I am here for it. Now, all of you guys know that we've been keeping track of all the donations from Bo Bye. I haven't really checked it in the last couple of days. I need to, but I have been slightly busy. So he posted this video yesterday. October 8th. That was yesterday, right? That was yesterday. Yeah, no, today. He's posted it this morning. And here, let's just give it a listen.
Well, folks, you've probably seen the headlines. Governor Braun has announced a special legislative session to conduct a vote on partisan redistricting. My name's Bo Bye. I'm running to be Indiana's Secretary of State in 2026. Let's break this down.
Okay, first off, you sound high. You sound like you're like boozed up or something. My opinion, of course. Maybe you're not, but you do definitely sound like it.
So the governor announced this morning that he's convening the legislature to conduct a vote on whether or not to redraw Indiana's political maps in the middle of the decade. It's kind of weird considering they just did that not too long ago.
These are all standard political talking points. I don't think he has an independent thought in that head of his. Now, what's really funny about all of this is that look at the comments. Oh, I can't even visually tell you are a real 100% Hoosier. Where's the sports gear, Bo? Where's the sports gear? All this Nepo baby carpetbagger says what? Perfect. Yeah, you're getting a like for that. Why are you so gay? Douchebag. All of the likes are everybody that's mogging him in the comments. I mean, look at all of it. Says the Nepo baby prince. That's perfect. You're not a Hoosier. You're a Nepo baby. Go away. Oh, God, I love it. Right there. Hoosier wants this. Go be a tard somewhere else. Get a job. There we go. We want to do this. There we go. Bullshit. But we do want this. Thanks for the number. Just called and told him to kick the blue liberals out of the state. Thanks again. Oh, man, the middle finger with the clown emoji. Now I know, or your mom's a hoe. Calling them to tell them to redistrict so we can have a fair fight with you loony lefties trying to push his trans agenda and open invasion against Americans. Boom. You know, every part of this is just him getting mogged in the comment section. This is what I'm here for. We are leading the charge. Listen, this is how we win. We win by shaming these people, making fun of them, meme them. And when they cry, we will meme some more, boys. Hold the line. We will keep mogging them as much as we can because that's just how we win. You remember how I talked about last week about Will Stancil and Mecha Hitler and, Grok basically coming out with a couple of different ways of raping Will Stancil? That's how we win. We win in the internet wars. We win on Twitter. We win on social media. Now, I don't know what the comments are on Facebook because that's usually where all the boomers are. But in Twitter and the cesspool of comments and the pure toxic of social media, Twitter is the town hall. All right, so and I'm sure he'll put out more bullshit videos like this, and I actually need to go and check his his campaign. Actually, let's just check it let's just check it right now, because he had a $100,000 campaign donation the other day. I think it was the same. Audison. No, another one. He got another 70,000 from we got one from an out of state, and then we have John Raitt from Gary, Indiana. Okay, that was the $100,000 one. Yeah, I have to go back and check everything. So, I mean, he's probably close to $1 million already. Because last I checked, I think, okay, so that one I think put him at $800,000, and this was what, another 70. I think he's probably at like $900,000. I think he's probably close to $900,000 now. Okay, it was filed on the 27th. That's why. Okay, there's the filing date. Okay, yeah, that's why I missed it. No biggie, no biggie. Okay, so all right. Okay. All right. With that being said, remember how I said we're gonna be doing a quick show. So it will not be that big of a deal for the last couple of things. I want everybody's opinion in the comment section. Now, we don't know what map they're going to use. It could be this one. It could be another one. I saw another one where 7 was over here. Indie report. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what, Bob? Yeah. Fuck off. Yeah. Let Abdul go in there. That's fine. Andre Carson. Well, he is already running. That's pretty damn funny, to be honest with you. So with this map, who would you want to do? So far, I see Indie Reporter, I see Andrew Ireland, I see that guy, and I see Andre Carson. Now we might do a poll, and this is maybe we'll do a primary poll. Everybody in the comment section, what do you think? All right, so I'm thinking we're gonna find 3 people. I think the poll only goes for 4 or 5 people, so we have to find 4 people if we wanted to run them in the primary for Congressional District 7. Who would we choose? I think we have to put Ireland in there, right? I think that's a given. We can't put Speedy in there because he already ran for Congress and he's a Braun appointee. I don't think Speedy wants to anymore. And plus, that's going to be a lot of money. So then we would have to find, I don't know, a senator, maybe. I don't know. We'd have to find a couple of people that would run for Congress as a Republican. Maybe Jim Case. Maybe Jim Case will take another stab at it. Either way, there's going to be between Romper and Andre Carson and whoever's going to run for 7, it's going to be very, very interesting. Like I said, the only people that will win off this thing are the political consulting company, the Limestone, the Bar, the MO Strategies, all the media people too. It's just the massive amount of mailers that's going to come out of this thing. You know who's going to win? MailChimp. That's who's going to win. MailChimp, Sticker Mule, who is it? Vistaprint. All these people will win. Those are the real winners out of all this. The merch game is going to go strong. Speaking of, I should really get some Bohachik merch. I don't know about you, but I think I should totally get some Bohachik merch. All right, so last thing I want to talk about. Like I said, this is gonna be a quick show. This is one of the things. Actually, let me look it up. I got plenty of time, so no biggie. When that audit came out, when the IADC audit came out, I think it was like the day before. I pointed out it's like they pointed out that Elevate can resume whatever they're doing, and I was like, "What the freak? Why is that happening?" In the IBJ article, I think it said, yeah, Elevate IDC board allows Elevate Ventures to continue investment activity. This was September 24th. We're going to go in a little bit deeper in this on Saturday. But here's the we're going to post this tomorrow, but I want to talk about it more on Saturday because I think it opens a few more other doors as well. And we said on here, and I think you even heard me that week when it came out, I was like, why in the F? Why is Elevate Ventures, like you guys watched the Saturday show, you watched the Tuesday show. I pointed it about a bunch of times of how it does look like there is conflict of interest on the companies that Elevate is investing to. That's tied to the Three Amigos. That's tied to already money getting from the IEDC, whether it's tax credits or actual money. And I said, why is Elevate getting a pass on all this? Well, there might be a reason why. I'm going to give you a little hint. If you get a chance, look up Larry Garatoni. Larry Garatoni is a big dick swinger donor for Republicans. I mean, this guy has donated a crap ton of money to Republicans to what was the name of it? I forgot. Let me look it up real quick. It was Club for Growth. Gave a bunch of money to Club for Growth, and obviously then they'll disperse it. Holy crap, why do I have so many? Rubbed against my rose bush. I was wondering why I kept getting stabbed in the leg. They gave a bunch of money, not just through the FEC, but also through the Indiana Campaign Finance Report. That's actually one of the reasons why I have to do a quick show, because I really want to lock in on all this, and I can't be doing it right now, but this will be posted up on Indie Reporter sometime tomorrow, and then we're going to talk about it on Saturday, and I think that's all I got, right? Yeah. So yeah, I got a feeling I'm going to get in a lot of trouble with this, most likely, but who could say? I've said that a bunch of times and nothing's ever happened, because people posted way more crazy stuff out there besides me. But this is more local stuff, so I think that's why I have a bigger target on my back. I know the strategy groups are mad at me. But I also want to talk about what Marty Ops had posted when we posted about not to trust Marty Ops, which we'll talk about on Saturday, not today, because I want to go deep into kind of Marty Ops history. But anyway, make sure you check us out on Saturday, 8 p.m. on YouTube. Just check out Whitty Reviews. We'll post it up on the Facebook. Love you guys. Bye.